ke jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ke jai. Brahm Si Kahao Si Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Si Advaita Gadadhara Si Vasadi Si Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ke jai. Si Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Syama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ke jai. Vrindavan Dham ke jai. Si Mayapur Dham ke jai. Si Jagannathpuri Dham ke jai. Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai ke jai. Srimati Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi ke jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ke jai. Nitai Go Premanande. All glories to the summer devotees. All glories to the summer devotees. All glories to the summer devotees. All glories to Sister Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyana Janasalakaya Saksura Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Suchaitaya Manovistam Savitam Jena Bhuta Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Swam Padantakam. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dena Bhanu Jagatpate Kopesha Gopka Kanturada Kanta Namosta Tapta Kanchana Gorange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sati Devi Pranamami Haripu Panchakal Pataribhyacha Kripasundabhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanam Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutra Le Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Itinam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Nila Sensa Sanyam Bhadi Pasachati Sutta. So, tomorrow is Janmashtami, and you've been hearing some Leelas. During the past couple of days, Bhagavatam was replaced with Krishna Katha Leelas on Krishna Lila. It's difficult to do two things at the same time. It's difficult to do two things at the same time and achieve both results, both goals. So during the class, either we just keep attention because that is part of the worship system or part of the sadhana. So instead of, because if you're chanting at the same time, listening to class, it's a little bit difficult. For me, it's difficult. I can't be listening and then at the same time concentrate on something else. It's difficult. So today we would like to share something on Krishna's pastimes. And basically, when we have to say something, I, for one, I like to be authoritative. I like to cite authorities. In other words, I didn't create it. So today, I would like to give shed some light on some of the Leelas that were enunciated by Lord Krishna and brought to bear by one of his great devotees, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. In Vishwanath Chakravarti's writings, Vishwanath is just a big scholar, and in his writings, we find that he brings us like face to face to Krishna's pastime, Krishna's pastimes. For instance, in his works on the moonbeam of sheer astonishment, and this is a literature that is presenting an exposition Krishna's pastimes, and is based on four pastimes. He calls it pranks, Krishna's pranks. We all like to play pranks, right? Even especially our children. So Krishna he has expertise. He is the embodiment of all pranks. And so when Krishna was on this planet in his tender age, he was able to display those pranks in relationship with his devotees. So one morning, Mother Yashoda in Vrindavan, Mother Yashoda was, packing some clothes and ornaments and jewelries in a big box. And so it was pretty early, and Krishna asked that, Mother, what are you doing this early morning? What are you busy about? So she said, I'm packing this box. He was curious. He said, oh, you're packing a box for me or for my brother, Balaram? And Mother Yashoda's response was that, Balaram, I have packed a box already for Balaram and for you, and this is for someone else. So he became curious. He wanted to know, who is that person? In other words, at the back of his mind, he was contemplating, who is the person that Mother reposed her love for, that is doing this? Not for me, not for my brother. So who is that? Mother, so who is that? So the Mother Yashoda said, my dear son, you don't need to know this. He said, you should go out and play with your friends. Krishna is also stubborn. So he said, no, Krishna, these stories are really not good for our young children in some cases, because then they will be thinking that, Krishna also disobeyed his parents, so so I can also do that. So Krishna vehemently told the mother that, no, I'm not going to go out except you tell me. I want to know the person you're packing this box for. So Mother Yashoda knows her son. If he wants something, it must be achieved. So she decided, to give in. So she was telling him that, just like you are our life and soul, there is somebody, a female girl, a girl, a very highly elevated girl, and is the embodiment of all feminine qualities. And so Mother Yashoda went on to describe this very girl. And then Krishna said, so what's her name? And she said, her name is Radha. And immediately Krishna had that name, Radha. He had his hair standing on end, but he was able to, conceal it with his cloth. So Mother Yashoda didn't notice that, but he was really charged up with ecstasy when he had that name. So Mother Yashoda went on to describe how Radha is the daughter of her friend Kutida and Vrishabhanu. But right now she's at her husband's place. Her husband's name is Abhimanyu. Husband is here, and he's just waiting outside. He's talking with your father about how to improve their marriages. As young people, you get counseling from older folks, people who have been married before, for a longer time, and you got to get some counseling from them, how they become successful, how they are sustaining their marriage. And so that is not something new. That was going on over 5,000 years ago. So Mother Yashoda told Krishna that, Abhimanyu is here, and I will, when I finish packing this box, I have to give it to him to send to his wife Radha. So Krishna was listening with, great pleasure. And then, all of a sudden, Lavanga Lata came in. Lavanga Lata is one of Yashoda's maidservant. So Lavanga Lata came in and told Mother Yashoda that the goldsmiths that she had requested to come, she had summoned to come, that they are here. So Mother Yashoda told Dhanishta. Dhanishta is another of Mother Yashoda's maidservant. So she told Dhanishta that, Dhanishta, keep an eye on this box. Let me just quickly, go and meet go out to meet the goldsmiths, the two goldsmiths who have come, Rangana and Tangana. So Mother Yashoda stepped out, and then, what, Krishna, at that time, Subal and some of Krishna's intimate friends also came. So he was excited. He was very happy. So when Mother Yashoda stepped out to go and meet the goldsmiths, so Krishna and Subal and his friends, they took the box to a lonely corner, and then, Krishna ordered his friends to remove all of the jewelries, pull out all of the jewelries, and so they remove all of the. It's a big box, so they remove all of the jewelries, and Krishna had to go into. Krishna went into the box, and they have to close the box. So I closed the box, and afterwards, Mother Yashoda came back, and then she called. Abhimanyu came in to greet Mother Yashoda, and so she showed Abhimanyu the box, that she had loaded this box with all type of jewelries and ornaments, and for who? For his wife, Radha. So he should take this box home. So Abhimanyu was very much excited about it. And he took this box, he lifted this box, put it on his head, and then he started going to his home. And as he was going, Krishna, Vishnu Chakravati explained that Krishna was laughing softly in the box, very, very sweetly. And he was thinking, oh, I'm riding on Abhimanyu. What is amusing is that Abhimanyu is carrying Krishna, okay? The person that they don't want to find near their house at all. Abhimanyu is carrying Krishna all the way from Mother Yashoda's home and going to his place. So Krishna was just sweetly laughing softly in the box, and he was so much excited about this type of mischievous adventure. And so when Abhimanyu got home, so first of all, he went to his mother and explained to her what has transpired. He was mentioning how today or that day was an auspicious morning because something amazing had happened. Mother Yashoda has given Radha a whole box full of jewelries and ornaments, and she was kind enough to do this. It means that we were having some good pious merit that very morning. It was very auspicious for us. Otherwise, these wonderful things, wonderful gifts wouldn't have happened. So Jatila is the mother of Abhimanyu. So Jatila told Abhimanyu that this box, you don't have to keep it down. You have to go straight to your wife's inner room and then present it to her, because I cannot carry this box. You cannot. Your wife cannot carry this box, and so the best thing is for you to be able to take the box straight to her quarters. But that's exactly also what Mother Yashoda had indicated that the box should be given directly to Radharani. And so Abhimanyu, he went into Radharani's chambers and then, presented the box, that this is a gift from Mother Yashoda. And as soon as he put down the box, there were some traditional bodily symptoms on Radharani. Her left thigh, her left breast, her left arm was trembling, and so she told Lalita that this is what is happening to my body. What is the good thing that wants to happen under this very, very strict condition? Because she was living in a very circumscribed situation, under a very strict supervision, under the mother's auspices and Kutila. Kutila is the sister of Abhimanyu. And so Lalita said, something wonderful is about to happen. That, in this box, the ornament in this box is your loving grace. So here we are. We may say the gopis are ordinary village girls, but they have all type of potencies. Otherwise, how did Lalita got to know that inside this box is Radha's beloved? And when Lalita told Radha about the situation, so she also mentioned to Radha that you should open the box. You should just open the box right now. So Radha pulled out all of her jewelries and then, opened the box. As soon as the box was open, Krishna jumped out. And so Radha was immediately accompanied by her friend, Shyness. And so the other gopis, they observed how Radha became very much overwhelmed by Shyness. But Krishna was so much ecstatic. And Radha said, "Oh, you thief. This box was full of jewelries for me. And you stole them?" So Krishna said, "No, I didn't steal them. We packed all of your jewelries. We gave it to Dhanista. She will deliver it to you." So Radha was not very much pacified by that. But basically, the whole thing was such that Vishnu Chakravarti ended that very episode of the pastime with Krishna saying, "All right, Sakis, look at, you judge this case." Radharani knew very well that I am at my mother's place, and he asked her husband to go and kidnap me to bring me here. So who is at fault? So again, it's something that the gopis look at it in a very confusing way. Krishna is making a defense. So we think that we are the only people who have defense, but Krishna is very much good at defenses. When you say something to try to entangle him, he will always repudiate. And so he made this whole thing like a gameplay by Radharani. And he said, "You gopis, you judge the situation. If she is guilty, I will punish her. And if I am guilty, then I will be basically under your strict and excruciating condition for a number of nights." But that is also to the advantage of Krishna. So Vishnu Chakravarti ended the episode 1 of the moonbeams of sheer astonishment in this way. Now, there's still time. So I could go to the second episode of the moonbeams of sheer astonishment as delineated by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. This is a situation where Krishna disguised himself as Abhimanyu. Now, Kutila and Jatila, they've been very much antagonistic to Radharani because of the rumors that Radharani was in love with Krishna. But is it really a rumor or is it a reality? So one day, Kutila, by the way, Kutila, by definition, or the meaning of Kutila, which is Abhimanyu's sister, also Kutila means crooked. So she is really crooked, mischievously crooked. So one morning, all of this suspicion is going on, and Radha has taken a vow in the winter that she will have to go and take a dip in the Jamuna every morning. So they were also suspicious about the whole game, about the whole gameplay. And one morning, Kutila decided Radha has gone out to execute her vow of going to take a dip in the Jamuna early in the morning. And Kutila decided to go to Nanda's home to check out if Krishna is in or not at that time. So he went there, and then Vishnu Chakravarti explained that Kutila also wanted to have a darshan of Krishna. So it's like a personal motive and, of course, an external motive of wanting to find out if Krishna was there or he's gone also to the Jamuna. And so when Kutila went there, she made some investigations and then found out that Krishna was not there, that Krishna has gone to the Jamuna, has gone to take a shower. And so her doubt really became more impressive, and so she went straight to the Jamuna. And as she was going, at that time, Krishna and the gopis, they were already in a kunja, having some pastimes. But one of the gopis was like a security or at the gate of the kunja. So she came into the kunja and told them that, hey, Kutila is on her way. Kutila is coming here. So you need to figure out what you have to do. And the gopis, they were in anxiety because it could be a big problem, So Krishna pacified them that you don't worry. I will resolve everything. I will disguise as Abhimanyu and resolve everything. So Krishna went to the next kunja where Vrinda, who is the king or is the queen of the forest, where she was staying. So he told Vrinda the whole situation, and Vrinda quickly created or arranged for some clothes for Krishna, Abhimanyu's clothes for Krishna, and Krishna also disguised his voice as that of Abhimanyu. So then Krishna came to meet the gopis, and then he moved on towards where Kutila, towards the part of Kutila, towards the part where Kutila was coming. And so he met Kutila, and he said, "Sister, what are you doing here this early morning?" What are you doing here this early morning?
So Kotila said that I am coming here to trace in search of your wife. Your wife has left home in the name of coming, in the name of fulfilling, executing a vow of coming to bathe in Jamuna early this morning. And I went also to Krishna's home, Nanda Maharaj's home, and Krishna wasn't there. They said he's gone to the Jamuna. So I am suspicious that they must be meeting around here. So Krishna, disguised as Abhimanyu, told Kotila that, all right, you go search, you go and do your search, and if you see her with Krishna, you just quietly come and tell me. And if you see her alone or with other gopis, you bring her here. I am here in this kunja. I'm waiting for you. So Kotila went on for the search, and somehow or the other, she was able to trace Radharani near Kesigat. And so she accosted the gopis that they were involved in immoral activities. And one of the kunjas that was there was actually locked with reeds. So she told Lalita that Lalita should open that kunja. She opened the gate of that kunja. Lalita said she can't open that door because it's another person's door. It's another person's kunja. How can she open it? Kotila got angered. And prior to that, he had accused the gopis that Krishna was actually there around that place with them. What did he say? He mentioned something which has double meaning. He mentioned the word Hari, that she smelled Hari. And so Lalita interpreted it to be a lion. So Lalita said, oh, it's good that you came here to warn us that there is a lion looming around. So we are young girls, helpless, and we better run away from this place. So then that triggered a heavy type of anger from Kotila, because she perceived that Lalita was just playing games. She understood what she meant, but she was just trying to cover up. And she rained all type of sarcastic abuses on Lalita. Then she went and break into that kunja and found on the bed a garland purportedly from Krishna and a broken necklace purportedly from Radha. And she took both and then came out and was showing to the gopis, look, this is what I found there, and I'm going to show this to my mother. We will take this case to Kamsa. So Radha, became furious, and she intercepted. She said, you don't have any proof that necklace is my necklace. That is not my necklace. That's why I said in the beginning that this Leela is not very good for children, because then they will think, oh, the gopis, they tell lies. The gopis, they do some things and defend themselves, so I can also play some pranks and defend myself. But no, this is a special situation where Krishna is exhibiting his pastimes, and based on these pastimes, we are able to narrate these pastimes. We are able to share these pastimes, and you can see that it's an amusing pastime. Even the first episode is an amusing pastime. So anyway, there was some disputations between Radha and Kutila, and eventually Kutila went back in search of Krishna, and he showed all of this evidence to Krishna, disguised as Abhimanyu. So you see why Vishwanath Chakravarti calls it moonbeams of sheer astonishment, sheer surprise, pranks of sheer surprise. That you can't imagine that Krishna will do all of this type of stuff. Okay. So when Kutila went to meet Krishna and showed all of this evidence, what she found, and Krishna said, all right, what I'm going to do is that I will try to protect the reputation of our family. So I will take this matter to King Kamsa, but I will tell Kamsa, I will report that this rake, this Krishna, he is polluting other people's daughters, other people's wives, and so he and his father should be arrested and put in jail. But he will say that is Govardhan Mala's wife that Krishna had this type of intimate relationship with. You see how the defense mechanism comes in. Abhimanyu Krishna is of the opinion that whatever that has transpired, but they must protect the reputation of their family. And so he's saying he will not even say it's Abhimanyu's wife, is Govardhan Mala's wife. The report he is going to make to Kamsa. So he told Kutila that now you can go back home. I'm going to go to Mathura from here and make the report. So Kutila returned back to their home, and afterwards Krishna, disguised as Abhimanyu, he went home. He went to Abhimanyu's home. He went to Abhimanyu's home. At that time, the gopis have all gone to their various residences. He went to Abhimanyu's home, and he told Kutila and Jatila that, see, this is what I've done. I made the report to Kamsa, and Kamsa will be sending soldiers to go and arrest Krishna and his father. I'm sure they will put them to they will be put to jail. So, but that Krishna, he is going to appear like me and come here and make sure you stop him from coming inside. So Krishna disguised as Abhimanyu. He went in and went to have some pastimes with the gopis in Radha's chambers, and Kutila was upstairs watching when the purported imitation Abhimanyu is going to come. But that is actually the original Abhimanyu. The imitation Abhimanyu is already inside here. It's already inside the house. So later, Abhimanyu came, and immediately Kutila cited Abhimanyu from upstairs. She started raining all type of abuses on him. Her brother. Can you imagine? You have a younger sister who is staying with you. You are feeding her. You are maintaining her, and then you come back from work. And then she doesn't open the gate for you. She rains all type of abuses on you. That was the situation. But what occurred to Abhimanyu was, oh, my sister must have been possessed by a ghost. I will have to go and look for someone, a tantric, who can help with, dispelling the ghost from her body. Instead of being really reactive, furious, angry, that was his thought. This is called proactive approach. Something happened, and instead of being reactive, instead of also adding more salt to the situation, you are thinking, how best can I help? So Abhimanyu left. And that was the end of episode 2 of the Moonbeams of Sheer Astonishment. Are there any questions or comments? Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much Maharaj, wonderful class. Maharaj, I heard that Abhimanyu also the plenary portion of Krishna, or like he is a separate entity, a separate living entity? Abhimanyu, the real Abhimanyu.
I can't hear you.
Maharaj, my question is that Abhimanyu, husband of Srimati Radharani, was he expansion of Krishna in the past time?
A number of the intimate associates of Krishna. You know that this is all a drama. I have not read it anywhere, so I cannot give you a direct answer, except I make some investigations. Yeah. Thank you. It's a good search to do. All right, in the absence of any other comments or questions, I would like to adjourn this morning class, and you will continue to hear about Krishna's pastimes tomorrow being Janmashtami. Jai. Sri Krishna Janmashtami